Welcome back. Today we're back on the 56 interchangeable here. We're going to dig into that rear end differential, that is. We're going to see why this 2-speed is not working. And I guess to better explain what I mean by 2-speed axle, it's where your high and low range is found. It's where it does its high-low range thing. Basically, how that works. So in this particular truck, this is what you would call a 4 and a 2. I've never actually driven one of these things, but I kind of know how it's done. I know 13 speeds and 18 speeds and modern transmissions, but I've only known a little bit of how these work. So I'll walk you through the best that I know. I'm going to learn after this one's getting going. You know, you let your clutch out. First gear, step on the gas, flip that up, let off, and back in again. And that'll be going from first low to first high. You flip that back down. Second gear, flip it up to second high, and so on and so forth. I think a lot of guys, what they do, if you're empty, you just shift through your low range all the way up, and at the last one you let out the gas, flip it, and you're like in an overdrive. I'll explain that way more in depth once I actually know how to drive it and actually drove one, but that's my understanding as of right now. Here's a long story short of how that 2-speed rear axle functions. This will be looking down from the top side, and just please excuse the crude artwork. I isn't no artist, okay? So looking down from the top, here's where your drive shaft hooks up, goes in. That would be like your worm gear and ring gear setup. Spins, runs the shaft, which spins them gears. I don't know what they're called. They're gear. There's a technical term, I'm not sure what it is. So if you look over here, so this is the left side of the differential where that 2-speed motor is located. When you flip the switch, it activates 12 volts. It goes in here and pulls these two gears on a fork, which then engage with these to give you your high and low range with the different size gears. You know, these would be your axles going out to your wheels. So that's basically how that works. And there's really no other updates to say about it. It's pretty much left how it was the last time I worked on it. Just waiting on the carburetor and get that exhaust manifold welded up. Throw that back together. At least ways then she'll run. Master cylinder. We got one of them. Not sure if it's here or not. No, I think he put it on. He did not put it on, okay. We got our exhaust manifold ready to weld. Now I'm not 100% sure that what I showed you in that diagram is exactly how this 2-speed axle is set up, but it's a general idea of how they work. FYI. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments there if we should completely repaint this truck. Where'd my other inch go? If we should completely repaint this truck or kind of give it a patina look. I know that's kind of a big thing nowadays, the whole patina deal, but I like them shiny. Okay. Alright. That's off. Oh, okay. Neutralis. Well, here's this thing in the flesh. I'm going to try running some power to it one more time. But I tried moving the selector back and forth and she's stuck. And I think there's supposed to be oil in this cavity. Let's see. Maybe not. I'll try to get some of this paint off of here. Let's see once. Yeah, I'm almost certain there's supposed to be oil in there, so I imagine this is all seized up. I'm going to take this all apart, see if I can clean that up and get it to work. So I hooked directly up to the terminals on this electric motor straight to the battery, and I didn't see any movement, didn't even hear anything, so I'm thinking either she's still seized or that motor's bad. So I guess we'll just progress to taking it apart. So to explain back to my diagram, when this motor is activated, moves that piece back and forth, which moves this back and forth, and engages that fork inside to take it from high to low or low to high. Progress report. Here's what the inside of this looks like. Your wires come in. RTV will fix that up. Nothing in here appears to be seized at all. So that's telling me that their motor's bad. So we'll go ahead and get this completely pulled apart. I think you got to take this plate off, which then takes the screw out, and then you can get to the wires and hook them and pull the electric motor out of here.
Every other week or every third week.
You having troubles?
Yep.
Come on, don't be bashful. So as I was filming this, I explained wrong as to how that switch works. When that's tripped, like you're seeing right there, that doesn't switch continuity. It breaks the circuit so that when the armature, or whatever you would like to call it, it runs on that screw, gets to one end, it stops, and then power is switched to the opposite terminal, which sends it back the other way, and then stops, and so on and so forth. I learn as I go. We were doing it all completely wrong. It's positive with a constant ground, I guess, and when you go from one positive to the other, it switches it back and forth, but it trips that little relay or whatever inside. So we cleaned everything up, figured it out, how it works. Oh, you want to go in the shop there and grab me a 5/8 wrench?
5/8 wrench?
Yep.
Copy. Stop seeing our breath on camera. Maybe one time we'll kind of warm up here with stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hit the switch. Yeah. Keep going back and forth.
Sounds a little dry.
She works. Needs oil in it. She's a worker.
What?
She functions.
Okay, my starter's smoking.
Total learning experience here. Like I said earlier when we started working on this truck, it's going to be a pretty big learning experience for me. I know the newer trucks, I don't know these old ones as well, so I'm going to try to relay as much information and knowledge as I can to anybody else that might be working on this. But I think a lot of it's just going to be me figuring this out on our own, which is fun. That's what's exciting. You know, somebody out here's got to keep these old things going, and the fellers we knew that did it are disappearing more and more every day. But just a quick little video here today, or another couple hours closer to the end. And as always, thanks for watching. See you later.